What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Warning Podcast. I'm Larson.
Kyle.
And I'm Halle.
So, obviously, it's a little bit of a different setup, We're on Zoom. It's working out pretty good, but obviously, the world is very different than the last time we talked to you guys. So, we don't really need to talk too much about what's going on in the world. But what I do want to know is kind of run me through what was going on for you guys the past couple weeks. How have you been doing?
Go ahead, Alex.
I I was really sad at the beginning when I first found out that my senior year was over. I was sad about like losing the closure with my friends and my teachers. So I've kind of gotten over that, but I'm still sad. But I'm glad I get to see my friends through like the Zoom meetings. And I've gotten a lot of stuff done at home, but I still miss school and prom and graduation and all that stuff. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kyle?
I think the biggest thing for me is so on that Friday I was sick, so I didn't even get to come to school. So that Thursday I left and had no clue it was like my last day. And I think that was for everybody, but on that Friday, but I didn't get that last day type thing. I mean, nobody really did, but it was just a different feeling. And then I miss just going to school, honestly, because what's going on in the world, it's like you really can't do a thing except for go outside and just literally do nothing. But it's a definitely a weird feeling.
Yeah.
Nothing that I would ever expected to happen.
Yeah. Probably the worst part was just how fast everything happened.
Yeah.
Like it was like Wednesday and then like the NBA suspended its season and it was like, whoa, like that's kind of crazy. And then like the next day the NCAA canceled March Madness. And then it was like at Friday, it was like no one really knew what was happening, like were we gonna have school next week? Like, are we gonna get a long spring break? That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it? It was like Sunday night. Then
Yeah, it was because it was my birthday,
Yeah.
and they were like, "We're not gonna have school this next week." So I was like, "Sweet, I get a week off,
Yeah.
2 weeks, because then we had spring break." And then they were like, "Oh, we're done for the rest of the year."
Like I remember, like, because I was at the track, putting in work, and my mom texted me. She was like, "Hey, like the governor's gonna have like a live stream. Like it's probably gonna be pretty important." So I was like, "Okay," I'm like, "I'll listen to it," And then like listening to it, she was like, "Yeah, like school's over for the rest of the year." And I was just sitting here in this chair, and I was like, I didn't even know what to think. Like I started crying. I was so sad. I was like, it was just a very weird time.
And I think like in a time like this too, where we're all like so confused, is when you need your friends the most. And so it sucks that we can't even like be with our friends. Like we can't even go hang out with them, get ice cream with them, like the typical things we would do. We can't even do that. So I think that's a real thing that sucks.
Yeah, it's been like for me at least, it's been a really big learning experience. I've learned a lot about myself, a lot about society, about how crazy and how like impermanent things are, because like all year we're thinking like, wow, we're actually about to graduate.
Yeah.
That's insane. And then in like 3 days, we went from being almost graduated to like not having anything, not having sports, not having prom, maybe not even having a graduation. It is a tough time.
Not
So-
even getting to participate in like your senior year of your spring sport.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst part for me, I think.
Yeah, it's
And Kyle
definitely
probably.
the worst
Kyle,
thing.
tell your story kind of. Like explain how important this year was gonna be for you.
Yeah.
I know
So
don't start crying because if I start talking about me, I'll probably start crying. But just kind of tell everyone what it means to you.
So I had to have surgery and I didn't play my junior year, and then rehabbed and everything, and then was expecting to come back for my senior season and then didn't even get it. And at first I was really upset, and I didn't talk for a good, 6 or 7 or 8 hours. And then I just came to the realization that this is probably just like a way of another chapter in my journey, another way to just keep working hard and not giving up, because high school sports are over, and now I'm excited to go be a Coffeyville Red Raven and stay at home for 2 years, and then keep working hard and trying to do the best at what I love, is playing baseball. But it was a tough situation, but I'm over it. Well, I mean, I'm not over it, but I'm still sad. But I'm trying to
Trying to
move
just
on
move
from
on.
it and take the best from it.
Yeah. It's interesting because like what's been getting me through is like everyone in the entire world has gotten like stuff taken away from them.
Yeah.
It's not like we got injured and like everyone else is moving on and you're just kind of stuck there. It's like literally every single athlete, every single person has gotten stuff taken away from them.
And that's
That's
like, it can feel kind of lonely at times, but then I'm like, every other senior
Yeah.
is like probably feeling the same way I am. So
So Halle, like kind of talk about swim because obviously you're a swimmer. So kind of
yeah.
what does that mean to you?
This year my main goal in swim was to just have fun and enjoy the season. And it was really sad because the last day of swim practice, I swam with Lexi because we always swim together, and we were just like talking about like our weekend plans and stuff. And she was like, "Today's practice is kind of easy, you know?" And I was like, "Wait till next week." And then like we never even got to next week, and I never knew that that was going to be my last time swimming with Lexi. So it kind of made me sad and like I have memories popping up from like last year's swim season. I'm like, I don't get to go there this year and swim, and so it sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it has been very tough. I don't know. I'm an emotional person as it is. I'm a happy person. I'm a sad person. I'm very emotional, and it's been tough. It's been really tough, but just something we got to get through. Hopefully it won't take forever. Hopefully come June, July, maybe even May, life will be back to normal. But it's scary because you don't really know. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know. You could wake up and then get some crazy news.
Yeah.
That's scary.
The one thing I wish we could just all go back to school just one more day
Just one day. Yeah.
and just finally get that closure. And then I think I'd feel a lot better if we got to just walk the halls one more time and like be a class one
It was
more
weird
time.
because like me, along with probably everyone else, like I was so ready to graduate.
Oh,
I was
me
excited
too.
for it, but I was ready to graduate in May.
Yeah.
Like I would be fine with it ending in May, but the fact that we went to school and didn't know it was our last day, and then never got to go back. Never got to say goodbye to our teachers, our friends. We didn't get the closure like everyone else did. It really, really sucks. So kind of talk about like what you guys are plans are for next fall. Because I know Kyle, you mentioned going to CCC, but kind of talk about what's next for you guys.
Yeah, just I'm gonna go to CCC and play baseball, and then transfer to a 4-year university after that, and hopefully continue my baseball career, and then whatever major I decide to go into, and then there's a couple options that I have, and then wherever after those 2 more years of 4 year, then just whatever life gives me after that. I haven't decided if it's baseball or I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Just
It's
whatever
great.
happens, and then I'm just going to keep living the dream.
Yeah. What about you, Holly?
I'm gonna go to CCC next fall, and I'm gonna dance. So I'm really excited about that, to meet new people. I'll only go there for a year, then I'll go to KU and major in speech path. And hopefully, yeah, kind of like Kyle said, wherever life takes me. But I'm just excited for next fall, just like to reunite with like you guys again at school,
Yeah.
and then also like meet other people too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited for that.
Yeah. Since we're all going to CCC, like it won't be too different. We'll all still be home. We'll still have all of our friends, but it'll be a little bit different.
Right.
So like I'm running track cross country at CCC. So like that's really the next goal for me. Hopefully do good at that. Go on, hopefully run at a 4-year school, and then just kind of see where life takes me. I have a few plans, but I don't know if those will actually come to fruition. But I'll just be running
Wherever
a
the
lot.
wind blows you.
Yep, exactly. So Halle, you mentioned something about speech pathology. How did you
Mhm.
get into that, and what is that?
So what it is like speech therapy. So you help people with many different things, like autistic kids or people that have gone through like brain traumas, and help them learn how to talk again, use their mouth to swallow. I got into that because I had a midlife crisis. I feel like I wanted to be a nurse practitioner, and then I realized that I didn't want to go through all that nursing school. So I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. And my sister was actually like, I think you'd be really good at this. So I looked into it and I shadowed the speech pathologist here at the hospital, and I actually love it. So I want to work with like traumatic brain injuries. That's kind of what I want to go through and like help them get their motor skills back, help them learn how to swallow again, how to talk. So that's kind of what I want to do. Hopefully,
Yeah,
I follow through with it.
hopefully that's at least you have a plan. You know, a lot of people just don't even know what they want to do. And like
Yeah.
all of us, you know, we have a plan. We know kind of what we want, but you know, who knows what will actually happen.
hmm
So since obviously we're all in student council, so like kind of talk about what student council is doing during this kind of weird time.
Um, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a virtual spirit week for us kids. Um, did you guys get that?
Running out
Yeah.
of time?
Huh?
Huh?
No, it said
That's
you
weird.
upgraded the time.
Yeah, I
Oh,
saw that. Hopefully.
anyway, sorry.
Anyways,
I'm gonna do a virtual spirit week. So what it is like each day you will post a picture from something. So I'm starting to get the list now. I think I'm gonna do like your favorite activity that you miss, or like post your favorite NATO memory you have, or post, a prom picture, just stuff like that, just to kind of get everyone can see each other's memories, and we all can kind of live through that and reminisce on that. So that's what I'm working on.
I don't know about you guys, but I've been looking through like a lot of pictures, a lot of Snapchat memories, just like,
Yeah,
gosh, reliving the good old days, even though hopefully the good days are still to come.
right.
Me and Kyle obviously will be doing the podcast. You know, we have as much time as we want, so we'll be getting that out quite a bit. We'll have a lot of different guests, and since literally everybody has to have Zoom, like we can have any guests that we want. So we'll have some teachers. You know, Miss Abbott, I think, is gonna come on one of them, so that'll be super exciting. And then just different students, different topics. You know, whatever it is, because we got the time, so we might as well just pump out some content. I was super excited to like do a bunch of different stuff this semester, but
Yeah.
that's all right. That kind of got taken away from us, but it's okay. Now I'm gonna get sad now just thinking about it.
So let's just go talk about something else.
Okay, I have just some random quick questions we can talk about to kind of end it up.
Perfect.
What's your guys' favorite movie of all time?
Um, I think I like The Blind Side a lot. That's one of my favorite movies. That's a really
Blind
good
Side is
one.
a good
It's a
movie.
tearjerker.
Yep.
Oh, I love How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days with
I don't
Matthew
think I've ever heard
I
of
McConaughey.
can't relate on that
before.
one.
Matthew McConaughey. Oh, he's beautiful.
Mine is Interstellar. It's the best movie of all time.
It's
It's such a
what?
good Interstellar. Have you ever seen that movie? It has Matthew McConaughey in it. He's like the star. I bet you would. It's like a 3.5 hour long movie. Maybe not 3.5 hours, but it's a long movie. But it is so.
What's the theme or what's the topic of it?
It's like, okay, so like they live in like a post-apocalyptic society, right?
Uh-huh.
And he has to go to space because like they send out astronauts like to different.
Is this the one that like he grows food on Mars or something?
No, that's the
No,
Martian.
Martian, that's
That's
it.
Matt
movie.
Damon. Yeah,
Because I remember watching it when we were really
that's a
little.
good
We
movie
watched
too.
it at your house one time.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. It was like me, you, I think Jack Piz was there.
Ooh, forgot about
Jorge,
that.
Probably Traven.
Draven was there.
Man, the good old days.
Man,
But
back in Holy
anyways,
Name.
like he has to like go through space to like find a home for humanity, and then he ends up like in a black hole. It's pretty crazy. It's a good
Wow.
movie. I like it. Or my second favorite movie is 5 Feet Apart. That
I
movie.
haven't ever watched that because I feel like I'm gonna cry.
Oh my gosh, that was such a good movie. I've seen it a couple of times, but it is
I
such a
think
good
I
movie.
I think that was I think I've watched that one too. Is it like is there some, at the end of it there are they at a pond or something they fall in?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's a good
it's
movie.
crazy. The ending of it. Oh my gosh, it is so sad. I'm such
I
a
know.
sucker for sad movies. Like I love them so much. Like
They should make a movie now that's 6 feet apart.
6 Feet
Yes,
Apart.
I had thought about that.
Coronavirus. Or on Disney Plus, what's that? The movie with Miley Cyrus and Liam. What's the last song?
The last song.
Yes, I watched that movie a couple of days ago. That's a good movie. That is such a good movie. Nicholas Sparks movies, I love
So
them.
good.
They're so good. I
The
love them.
Notebook, amazing. A work of
Dear
art.
John, I think that's probably my favorite. I like Dear John.
What's the one? The Best of Me.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
You guys need to watch that.
The Best of Me?
The
Who's in
Best.
it? What's it about?
They were in love as teenagers, and then they go away,
My favorite part about all these movies is they're all the exact same.
and then they come back together. But the ending is the craziest. You just have to watch it.
Okay, I'll watch it. I actually will watch it. How
Okay.
have you guys been like passing your time? Like, have you guys been like watching lots of Netflix and TV and stuff like that? Movies?
Yeah, as you know, I've watched Grey's Anatomy. It's probably unhealthy the amount of episodes I've watched of Grey's
Yeah.
Anatomy.
The other day, you were telling me about how you were watching it, and I was like, you were watching. I thought I was watching a lot. I watched like it was like 3 or 4 seasons in a week or something like that, which is a lot for me. You know, I don't binge that much. And you were like 7 seasons in a week or something like that.
I watch it so much, but I watch it as I do things. So like I repainted some of my room and I rearranged my room and clean it.
So you're still being productive.
Yeah, I'm still being productive while watching Netflix. So
Yeah. What about you, Kyle?
I've been doing a lot of things around the house. I've been right now I'm repainting our fence outside, so that's a big project that I'm working on right now. And I mowed the yard the other day, and I've just been doing a lot of different things around the house, trying to make it look better because we're going to be looking at it for quite a while. It's looking like, so might as well make it look good. So
I bake
and then
also when I'm bored.
Bake?
I finished Ozark season 3 of that. Have you
Mm.
guys watched Ozark?
My dad used to.
I think
but
I've seen a couple episodes of it.
It's really good. They have a new character come in, and he probably one of the best, like performances I've ever seen. It's like he has to play the part of a person that has like he's bipolar, and he has to like, it's crazy how good of acting it is. But I finished that, and that was a crazy ending. So season 4 probably won't come out for another 2 years, so I'll be sitting here in suspense. But yeah, I've just been kind of doing whatever I have to, but it's been pretty boring.
It's been so hard for me to like be productive. Like this week, it's been a lot better. Like, since school started, like I have stuff to do. But there, like, especially like the last like 2 weeks, it was like I wake up and I don't know what to do with my life. It was kind of like an identity crisis almost. I was like, who am I? What am I
like
even
I wake
doing?
up, eat, take a nap.
It was like I was literally waking up just to go to sleep like at night. Like I just couldn't wait so I could go to sleep just so time could pass a little bit faster. But it's like we're living like the best time for entertainment too. So that's super nice.
That's true.
Like
Yeah.
Netflix, Disney Plus,
TikTok.
Oh my gosh.
Spend so much time on
I've
TikTok.
spent so much time. I haven't made that many TikToks.
Me either, surprisingly.
I have a lot of ideas, but like I just haven't actually done them. But oh my gosh. That is the best form of entertainment ever. Kyle, you need to get on TikTok. I'm telling you.
You do.
I watch it a little bit, but it's not as much as like
Once-
probably everyone else does.
Once you download it, you will instantly become addicted.
It's like I
I
get
have
on
it-
it before bed, and then all of a sudden it's like 2:30, and I'm like,
I have it downloaded and everything, but it's just not like I sit there and watch it all day long like everybody does.
Yeah, that's what I do. The worst part for me is like before I go to take a shower, Like I'll sit down on the toilet, like scroll through for like a minute or two, I'm thinking. And then it's been like 45 minutes, like the water's running and I just wasted so much time on my
Hot
life.
water's all gone.
All gone. It's a freezing cold shower. I try to stand up, but my legs are asleep and I like fall down. Oh my gosh, it is terrible.
Are you guys big on YouTube?
Oh, I watch a lot of YouTube.
I watch a lot of YouTube.
I don't know what to watch on YouTube.
That's like my biggest form of like entertainment. I watch a lot of YouTube. Or like podcasts. I listen to a lot of podcasts too.
There's like one girl that I watch on YouTube, but like I don't know what else to watch.
You just gotta like explore and find people that you like.
I watch a lot of stand-up comedy. Larson,
I got you into that. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy that I got you into that. I told you.
You need to watch it.
You watch.
And like YouTube's like one of those things. It's like you don't really have to like watch a certain type of thing. If you just scroll through YouTube, you will find content to watch.
Just like go through like the recommended,
Yeah, like you'll be sitting there for like an hour and you'll just start with one topic and then you'll just start watching literally the randomest stuff.
That's funny. We were talking about that because literally like 3 days ago, my dad was like, he came up to me. He was like, Larson, like you ever like go into like a YouTube rabbit hole where you just watch random videos? I was like, yeah, I mean, sometimes. And he showed me this video of like this guy playing like bluegrass music, And he was like playing that. He was like, yeah, I've been watching a lot of this lately. And I was like,
why?
My dad's getting into it too. He's on TikTok too. He loves TikTok.
Oh gosh.
My dad downloaded TikTok. He was like, what is TikTok? And I was like, it's just like people make videos. So he downloaded it and now watches it.
Yeah, like their room is like right next to mine. So like it'll be like midnight or something like that. And I'll like hear him scrolling through TikTok. Oh, come on to me.
Sound's gone.
I saw this really funny TikTok. It's great.
What'd you say, Kyle?
There we go. Internet connection is back.
Like one thing on YouTube I watch a lot of is like conspiracy theories and stuff like that. You guys
I can't watch that because then I'll just get to thinking too much.
Yeah.
There's a lot about it, like for the coronavirus, which is kind of
it's kind of like suspicious.
Look, I've been looking at all the conspiracy theories on the coronavirus, but I don't know how much is true.
Yeah, I don't really.
Like, some of the ideas are kind of insane.
Yeah.
But like the one that like it's like 5G towers.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like caused the coronavirus, or that it was like a weapon that like accidentally got leaked.
It's the government.
But it's like you don't know. Like imagine if one day, like 30 years from now, they're like, yeah, like it was a weapon and it accidentally got out.
I saw this one thing and it was like we tried to raid Area 51 and this is our punishment for it. I was
like will they have conspiracy theories like they do for like JFK?
About
like that's something to think about.
So then like later in life when kids
you're sitting in you're sitting in Mr. Thompson's world history class or US what does he teach? American history? There you go. American history and just be talking about it and he'd be like, well, there is a conspiracy theory out there about the coronavirus. But you never know.
That could be a good possibility that it's gonna happen.
It's crazy how like big it's gotten, like
it's crazy.
Like a couple months ago we were making fun of it, like it was a kind of like a meme, and then I guess the coronavirus didn't like that, and now it's back for revenge.
I think what really hit me was when the two NBA players got it, and then the NBA just shut down.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, whoa, like what happened next? Like I remember sitting at work and I saw that and I was like this is gonna be very interesting to see what happens. And then like not even a week later, literally everything got canceled.
And I remember in leadership, Kyle, you were like, what if March Madness gets canceled? And we were like, we have it. It's like March Madness,
Yeah, and then right before I went into baseball practice, it canceled, and I was like,
yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh, that really happened.
How quick it changed in 2.5 hours. But
yeah, it's crazy.
The whole thing's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And then once the NCAA canceled all activities for the rest of the year, it was I kind of knew high school sports probably wouldn't happen,
right?
Because it's if college isn't happening, then why on earth would high school be happening? So it was a weird couple of days where you kind of knew it was coming,
But you
but
didn't really want it to.
yeah. And then like whenever they canceled school for the 1 week, I was like, okay, like it'll probably be like a little
Great.
bit longer than just 2 weeks. But then whenever they canceled all school, it was like it really sunk in about how serious this all
Mm,
is. And it's annoying seeing people like kind of not take it serious.
yeah.
Yes.
It's like I probably haven't been the best, but I've been pretty good at like social distancing and stuff like that, like keeping myself safe. And it's like seeing people go out in public and stuff like that. It's like
Yeah. I'm like, you're the reason why we're going to be here till September.
yeah, and that just shows like how our society is. Like if it doesn't affect you personally, then it's like you don't really care about it.
Yeah.
And
I
then
think that's a good
now
way
it's
to
probably gonna affect everybody.
Were you guys at the Headlights for Hope last night?
No, I
No,
saw that
I
on
was gonna
Facebook.
go, but
Man, I went and like that was just so like it was so touching. Like it almost brought tears to your eyes, because everybody's just out there and showing their gratitude and everything. And the doctors and nurses and everything were standing out there.
yeah,
It was surreal. It
I
really
think
hope-
that's
was.
really cool that they did that.
I hope like society like takes this serious and kind of changes in the future. Realize that like we're all in this together. Like one thing like this can
Mm-hmm.
affect everybody. Literally everybody on the earth knows about this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like hopefully people will like be nicer, like not take everything for granted, like we probably have in the past.
And I think kind of like the headlights thing. I think it was really cool that the elementary school did the parade around
Oh
town
yeah,
to see the
Mm-hmm.
kids. I thought that was really touching, just that they took that effort to make sure the kids know that they're still thinking about them.
Yeah.
we were talking about this, I think, in our leadership Zoom earlier today. But it was like teachers are probably having a hard time right now.
Mm-hmm, for
It's
sure.
like Miss Barnett, like I feel like she really, really misses us. Speaking of, I feel like teachers are probably having it tough right now. Like we're like their livelihood. And although they have their kids and stuff like that, and it's probably a lot easier for them, they're probably taking it even harder than us, honestly.
Yeah.
So if you're listening, go email your teacher. Tell them you miss them and stuff like that. Like it might not seem like a lot, but it probably will mean a lot to them.
Or if you are a teacher and you're listening, we miss you.
Yes,
And
we
we're very
really do
thankful
miss
for
you.
everything you do.
Man, it sucks. That's like the only way to describe all of this. It's crazy.
It still doesn't feel real that we're never gonna go back. You know what I mean?
It
It's
doesn't.
like
We are
we'll
done
be
with high school.
huh?
We are done with high school. Like
I
going
know.
to that building.
I
And
know.
it's not even like everyone else. Everyone else is like they graduate. Oh, we're done. Wow, this is crazy. But
Like
we
you're
don't
done
even
in
get
March.
that. It's like we literally just didn't. We just stopped going to school.
We stopped.
And being seniors, it's like of course us. If it
Yeah.
was and if I was a freshman, sophomore, even a junior, like it really wouldn't be that big of a deal. Like yeah, sports sucks, but it's like you have next year. But it's like the fact that this was it for us.
Yeah.
Like probably the best 2 months of senior year. April and May. It's like
Right.
experience that.
Why couldn't this have happened
Like before.
November?
Yeah, if it was like the first semester, it's not that big of a deal. And plus, there's like all the sports going on and stuff like that. Like definitely the most people do is sports in the spring. So it's like if
Yeah.
we got that taken away from them, it's just a tough situation. Well, you guys have anything else you want to add? Anything you want to talk about?
Wash your hands, people.
Yes. Please wash your hands. Make sure you practice social distancing because it'll make a difference.
And
I was thinking, wait. I was thinking about this. What if it gets to the point where like we have to wear masks like
all the time.
forever? You know?
Like, yeah. What if it never goes away?
It's like honestly, like what if it never goes away? Like what if it gets worse and worse and worse and worse?
That'd be crazy.
Let's not think
Like,
about that.
I don't like thinking about it, but it's like, what if? Hopefully it won't happen. Obviously, hopefully it doesn't happen. But what if it does? What if this is the end of the world? What if we were living through the end of society as we know it?
Say a prayer.
Crazy. Are you guys? Never mind. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening.
Have
And
a happy Easter.
have a happy Easter. It's Easter. I forgot about Easter.
Yep.
But I hope you guys have a great Easter. Stay tuned because we'll be pumping out content for you because we got nothing but time. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
See ya.